Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I have discussed about what is C decision making statements, what are the C decision making statements, and I have discussed about the if statement and the if else statement. In this video, I am going to discuss about the nested if else statement, if else ladder, and the switch statement. So let's start. So first we'll see about the nested if else statement. When there is an if statement inside another if statement, then it is known as nested if else statement. Which means when an if statement is present inside the body of another if or else, then it is called as nested if else. Here is a syntax of nested if else statement. First, if then expression, then one statement will be there, then else. Here the nested if else statement will start. If expression, first statement, else, now another statement. Then so this is the syntax of nested if else statement. Here is an example of nested if else statement. So guys, here is an example of nested if else statement. First we have to write hash include stdio.h, then int main, then int variable 1 comma variable 2 semicolon, then we have to enter the value of variable 1. Scanf %d. Here we are using %d because we want to get an output as decimal value. So we are using %d. If we want to get an output as character means we will put here %c. Or if we want to get an output as float means we will be using %f. Here we want to get an output as decimal value, so we are using %d. Then we have to enter the value of variable 2. Now here is the expression: if variable 1 is not equal to variable 2, then it will give an output as variable 1 is not equal to variable 2. From here the nested if else will start. This nested if else statement is present in the body of if statement. From here the nested if else statement will start. Here is the expression: if variable 1 is greater than variable 2, then it will give an output as variable 1 is greater than variable 2, else it will give an output as variable 2 is greater than variable 1. Now here the nested if else statement will stop. From here now here we are going back to the first if statement. So here the condition was, if the variable 1 is not equal to variable 2, it will print the statement as variable 1 is not equal to variable 2. Or else if the condition doesn't match means it will print the variable 1 is equal to variable 2. Here is the output of this program. We have entered the value for variable 2 is 12 and entered 21 as the value of variable 2. Now it will check whether the value of variable 1 and the value of variable 2 is equal or not. So first statement was, if it's not equal means it will print the variable 1 is not equal to variable 2. but here the value of variable 1 and the value of variable 2 is not equal, so it will give an output as the variable 1 is not equal to variable 2. Now it will check the condition of nested if else statement. Here the condition was if variable 1 is greater than variable 2, so it will print variable 1 is greater than variable 2. But here variable 1 is less than variable 2, so it will ignore this statement and it will execute the statement of the body of else. Here the statement is variable 1 is, here the statement is variable 2 is greater than variable 1, so it will give an output as variable 2 is greater than variable 1. What is if else ladder? The if else statement is used to select one of among several blocks of code to be executed. Here is the syntax of if else ladder. If expression 1, then in parenthesis statement 1, else if expression 2, then in parenthesis statement 2, then else here can be n number of statements. So that's what about if else ladder. Now we are going to see about the switch statement. The switch statement is simplified form of the nested if else if statement. It avoids the long block of if else code. Switch statement is also known as multi-section statement. Here is the syntax of switch statement. First switch expression, then open parenthesis, case value 1 colon. This block of code will be executed if the expression is equal to value 1. Then break, then case value 2. The code of case value 2 will be executed if the expression is equal to value 2. Then break. If the expression is different from both value 1 and value 2, then it will execute the code of default body. So here is the flow chart of switch statement. At first, here will be the single expression. It will check the case constant 1 is equal with the single expression or not. If yes means it will execute the code block 1. No means it will check whether the case constant 2 is equal with the single expression. If yes means it will execute the code block 2. No means it will check the case constant 3 is equal with the single expression. If yes means it will execute the code block 3. No means it will execute the default code block. Now we will see how the switch statement actually works. The expression is evaluated once and compared with the values of each case level. If it matches means the corresponding statements after the matching level will be executed. For example, if the value of the expression is equal with the value of constant 2, then statements after case constant 2 will be executed until the break statement comes. If it doesn't match means it will execute the default statement. If we don't use the break statement means all statements after the matching level will be executed. So the break statement is very important. And in program, the default clause inside the switch statement is optional. So guys, here is the program to create a simple calculator. First hash include stdio.h, then int main open parenthesis char operator semicolon double n1 comma n2 semicolon printf enter an operator plus minus multiplication or division colon, then scanf percentage c comma and operator. Here we are using percentage c because we want to get an output as character, so we are using c. Printf enter two operands, scanf percentage lf comma and n1 comma and n2 semicolon. Here why we are using percentage lf? If we want to get an output as character means we are using percentage c. If we want to get an output as double, we are using percentage lf. If we want to get an output only in float means we will be using percentage f, but here we want to get an output as double, so we are using percentage lf semicolon, then switch operator case plus colon printf in quotation percentage dot 1 lf plus percentage dot 1 lf equal to percentage dot 1 lf, because the result also will be coming in double value comma n1 comma n2 n1 plus n2 semicolon break. Similarly we will be writing for subtraction, multiplication and division, and at last if operator doesn't match with any case constant from plus minus multiplication or division means it will execute the default statement, which is error operator is not correct. Now here is the output of this program. Enter an operator. We have entered minus here, so the control of the program will go to here percentage dot 1 lf minus percentage dot 1 lf equal to percentage dot 1 lf comma n1 comma n2 comma n1 minus n2. We have entered here two operands 32.5 and 12.4, so the result is 20 minus 1. Now here another one thing, here everywhere we have used percentage dot 1 lf. What is dot 1? Why we used dot 1? It is used for controlling the width of the decimal places, which means we have entered 0.1, so that after decimal point only one value will come, only one digit will come. After decimal point only one digit will come, because we declared as 0.1. If we declare as 0.2 means after decimal point 2 digit will come. If we write as 0.3 means after decimal point 3 digit will come. It will restrict the decimal places with the particular number of digit. So guys, that's all for this video. If you have any doubt means ask me in comment section. If you have any suggestion for my video, then please let me know in comment section. Thanks for watching.